Dude, I'm so excited.
And that makes me so nervous because I don't know what we're talking about. Are you going to do something nasty to me?
No. We're going to do an episode on a subject we've never done before. This is a first. It's something I don't even understand why we've never touched on this subject before. I'm super psyched about this.
I'm so confused, but I'm looking forward to it.
I'm super... Okay, I want to just start now. Okay, folks, watch this. We'll see you soon.
When the day is done and I need a good laugh, I tune into Lazyboys night on their chosen path. Two mates on the lounge with stories untold, chatting about movies worth more than gold. Food escapades and opinions so true. Just two good fellas seeing life through. Their banter and wisdom, a comforting sound. No pretense, no drama, just solid common ground. These are the channels, the ones I adore, guiding my screen, always wanting more. From shredding guitars to laughter and chat, my favorite YouTube, that's where it's at.
That's Dude.
That's Dude.
And welcome to Lazyboys Night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a nice color.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that.
this is
Golden.
Blonde Ale from Prince Eddy's Brewing Company. Ooh, unfiltered. Sedimente? Maybe.
Well, is there?
I don't know. I don't see any, but it's
No, I don't
unfiltered.
see any. All right.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers, dude.
Oh. I like blondes. I like
What's
brunettes
that?
and
What's that
redheads
nice
too,
little? That nice little aftertaste. Is it because it's unfiltered?
but I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Can you taste that?
I know what you mean. I can't describe it.
There's like a crisp.
It's
like
nice.
There's a crispiness to it.
It's not. I like it. Good
Ha!
job, Prince Eddy.
Good job,
All right. So,
Prince Eddy's. Have we ever had anything from them? I think so.
possibly,
He's
I
looking
can't
at-
remember. There's too many. I'm
After-
looking at, you guys can't see, but up on top is like a big wall of maybe a quarter of what we've had,
Yeah.
just in case. Anyways,
So,
you got my curiosity piqued
Yeah.
now. So please tell me what the hell this episode is about.
folks, and my fellow dudes, we're going to be talking about Bigfoot. Hell yeah, we are.
Bigfoot. That's Chewbacca.
I know.
Is that what you wore?
Yeah.
Just in case he looks Bigfootish?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
knew.
funny.
I knew. 100% what we were doing this time, and like.
All right, so let's talk about Bigfoot.
So, the whole thing. You know how when you start watching on streaming services, specifically where we are on YouTube, if you start watching a certain type of show or videos or whatever you want to call it, you go down like a video rabbit hole. You end up getting suggested so many
And they
different
just feed
things,
into that
right?
interest. Okay.
And one of the things that last summer we had talked about this. I don't know if we had talked about it on the show or not. I think it was just us, like the after show. We were talking about it, but I was super into these AI created Bigfoot clips where you have.
Oh, is that where he's running through the woods
with
with the camera?
stick.
Yeah. Okay. I remember those.
Man, you want to talk about a rabbit hole? Those AI Bigfoot running through the woods with this, and I just love those. It was just nonstop. But the thing is, I had stopped watching it. I started getting different feeds and everything else, and it went away. But then, for some reason, lately, like within the last few weeks, I've been getting watch again type of thing.
Okay.
So they're sending me like these really old videos that I was watching. And all of these started popping up again. And I'm going, oh man.
So you went down a Bigfoot rabbit hole.
So I started watching it again. But then, what didn't happen the first time started happening this time, which was weird, is I started getting suggestions for everything and anything Bigfoot.
So not just the AI
So
stuff.
not just the AI stuff. So again, started watching those. And then I saw a clip of Joe Rogan's podcast where he was at one point wanted to believe so bad that he actually had a show where he went out and interviewed people that had claimed to have heard, seen, whatever it may be. So he kind of pulled back and he's like, he wants to believe, but all the people he met and he's never seen actual footage that satisfies his wanting to believe kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about? It's like you get into that zone.
Yeah, everything's circumstantial. There's no hard proof for him, so he's not satisfied with what's there.
Right? So with that, I started seeing different videos, and I know with the whole AI thing, it's like there's a difference. But there's videos out there. They're extremely, I'm going to use this word, compelling.
Well, the only video I know is this really, really old footage. Everybody's seen it, where just it just looks like a tall gorilla walking through the
Patterson Gimlin video, 1967.
I don't know what it's called.
That's the original. Sure. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think we could play a part of that? Do you think? Anyways, if you can't play it now. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
So wasn't that debunked?
No, it wasn't. Like, the only thing that was debunked about that video was the dude that pretended or claimed that he was the one in the costume. And when they got him, says, okay, fine, you're the one that was wearing that. They tried to recreate that, and it wasn't even close. Not even close. So what ends up happening now is with the advancement of technology and film and everything else, they've cleaned that film up so much because it was Super 8, like filmed back in '67, right? They've cleaned it up so much that they actually have paleontologists. They have different people that are experts in animal structure, animal bone structure, muscle structure, looking at this video, and they're going, this can't be a human being wearing a costume. There's no way. Because even the way it's walking and the way it's turning, you could see muscles that a human would not be able to show through a costume. And if you took that same film today, you go, okay, with technology and physical special effects, they could probably pull off muscular, so when somebody's moving, almost like a superhero suit, right? You know how the superheroes they got the super abs, the chest, the shoulders, and it goes with.
This is not something they could have done in '67.
There's no way it could have been done, and even somebody pulling that off today would need to have that knowledge of the difference between a human being, how we're constructed, how we walk, our pacing, and everything else. So the more I looked into it, and the more people that we're looking at, I'm getting to the point. I have to admit,
you believe.
I believe.
Okay, David Duchovny, you believe.
I believe, and it's the more they look into it, and now there's this one guy, dude. I'll give you his name and his YouTube channel. Now this guy, all he does is investigate. I think it's Cabin in the Woods. Anyways, whatever. You guys know
a horror flick from Joss Whedon.
Yeah, but it's not him. So. This guy actually has interviews with different specialists, different scientists, right? And one of the things that he did an investigation historical. So he went historically to find any traces of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, all these different names, depending on where you are, what country you're in. the abominable snowman.
Abominable snowman, the
all
Eddy,
these-
blah,
the
blah,
Eddy.
yeah.
So all these different versions of it. But he has found different drawings, paintings, and not recreations, actual from hundreds of years ago, depicting, and even depicting this type of humanoid beast. But there's even a portion where I'm trying to remember how it came about, but it was in, they were trying to figure out who these people were, and if they should have, if the human laws would apply to them and how it would apply to them, because they live out in the forest. But they do come out and have interactions with humans. Anyways, it's crazy, folks.
You know what it is? It's your Aunt Bunny. Goody Google.
Goody Google.
She said, hello, I'm Bunny. Goonie Google. Your wife's a Bigfoot, isn't she, Gus?
Eddie Murphy fans will get that one.
Eddie!
All right,
So how do you feel about this? Like, have you even thought about it? Like, for me, I've always been
I think we all think about it at one point. I'm gonna tell you my view, and of course, I have not seen any of these documentaries.
Yeah.
The argument for me, and I'm sure people are going to say, well, what about UFOs and all that?
That's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing. The argument
Still
for me
love talking about UFOs.
for Bigfoot
But
is, despite the numerous near sightings, footprints, hair samples, whatnot, in a limited geographic space, because really it's Washington State and British Columbia is the hotbed.
There are certain areas for sure. There's hotbeds. But
I know the Himalayas have their version about it. But I mean, let's just talk about that redwood forest, northern Washington, southern BC, which is a northern
Vancouver
BC. That's southern BC.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot in that area, big time as well.
In that area, people have been searching for Bigfoot for a long time now, and with the existing technology nowadays, just the infrared, all these tracking motions that you could litter the forest with all this tech to try to capture it.
Yep.
Despite all that, there's still no credible sightings. So my feeling, I have a feeling you're going to interject. Hang on. My feeling is, if Bigfoot existed, we would have caught him by now. Now, granted, people said people didn't know dinosaurs existed until recently, historically recently.
Yeah, and even dinosaurs have been
of
changing. They've noticed that they haven't been capturing them correctly.
But
physically.
the thing is, we weren't looking for dinosaurs. Once we started looking for them, we found tons and tons of fossils.
Yeah.
We've yet to find a single skeletal remain of a Bigfoot. We've yet to get a proper sighting. All we have is footprints, which can easily be faked, and fur samples.
Yeah.
Which, unless you actually take it down to frickin' a DNA analysis lab.
That's what they've done.
Okay.
That's what they've done.
So, perhaps at one point there was a common ancestor. Let's face it, we evolved all the cave people, blah blah.
Well, we're
Could have been a branch
like
somewhere.
6 or 8 different versions of humanoids.
So there's possibly a branch out there somewhere, but I have a feeling it would have died out by now. Otherwise, we would have come across them.
we have come across them.
Well, then you fill me
several
in because
times.
credibly, come across them credibly, not because Uncle Joe had a few too many beers that night and he saw a furry thing in the woods.
And that's the thing is, this to me is at the same level as UFOs in the sense that once upon a time, anybody who claimed to have seen or had experiences with a UFO, they were tin-foiled hat wearing Billy Bob in the backyard, kind of coming out of his trailer.
Yeah.
You know, being on those fantastic shrooms that are in the backyard. It's one of those things where there's more and more credible people, scientists, and such that are getting involved in when you're talking about the footprints. Actually looking at how the footprints are made and where the pressure points are. Like, they're getting actual people that know what they're talking about, and this is what they do, getting involved in that
then
research.
Wouldn't somebody who knows what they're talking about be able to fake it to fool others?
You
Because
would
they know what
think
they're
that
talking about.
somebody who's a scientist that has gone through years and years of
easy fame,
whatever.
right? In today's day of social media sound
man,
bites,
I think that's
where
that's stretching it far, man. Yeah.
people are desperate for attention. I don't think
Wait,
it'd
I'm
be a
not
far
talking
stretch.
about the one dude. It's like if
No.
there was that one doctor and he was saying, this is what it is, and he had all the information and go, maybe one person or a group, and they're all getting together. But this is several different people in several different disciplines all coming up with, it's not a bear, it's not this, it's not human. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before.
It's on Bunny.
But there's so much out there, and there's a lot of actual footage out there now.
Is any of this footage available?
Yeah. If 100%. If you go out
So,
looking,
can you give dude a YouTube link to at least one of these credible footages?
you know what we'll do, folks? We'll do in our description. Go in our descriptions, and there's going to be a couple of links there.
There you go.
Right? We'll talk
All right.
about it, so they can actually go click and they'll.
And you can go down your rabbit hole.
Yeah, you can start doing that, and then when you start going through it, man, and you see everything that's out there and the people that are involved in it, I have a feeling, this is my prediction, that in the very, very near future, Joe Rogan is going to rethink his rethinking about the fact that Bigfoot does not exist, and is going to start bringing some of these people on the show.
You hear that, Joe?
Credible.
We're putting that out there to you.
Start looking in. When just the links below, Joe, go check it out, and then one of these people you invite on the show and have that conversation.
If you want to invite us too, as the skeptics who have a beer and ask questions.
When you have a finder's fee or whatever. But our fee is just being on the show with you guys.
And having a beer.
Just so we can have this conversation. Definitely having a beer and a cigar.
And a cigar with Joe.
We can definitely have a cigar on
All
the
right.
show, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, this, for me,
So you're a believer.
I'm a believer. It's like, I don't know. I don't have all the details, folks, but I'm definitely a believer because of everything I've seen. And a lot of it is like, there's so much we don't know. And there's so much we're discovering constantly. And one of the biggest things that helped me start to believe that is the fact that UFOs now, the new theory, why a lot of people say, well, you can't travel that far, it'd be too far. And then they're starting to talk about interdimensional traveling.
Well,
and it explains a lot when it comes to UFOs or that phenomenon.
On that note, I did read an article last year. I can't quote what it is, whatnot. Theoretically, warp space at Star Trek is possible. They're saying the amount of energy required and the technology for it, we can't figure that part out
Exactly.
yet.
Yeah.
They say the ship would have to be so massive and require like almost as much power as the sun in minutes to get it going. So it's just theory for now, but they're saying in theory it's possible. And so, give many advancements in technology, who knows someday. Not in our lifetime, but who knows someday.
And it doesn't mean, for me, it's one of those things where the whole Bigfoot thing is not necessarily some dumb ape in the forest. This can absolutely be an advanced species. I mean, if they've been around longer, than we have, I don't know. There's something missing.
Are they shy, or are they just like, we don't want to mess with humans?
It's like how we always joke about when the spaceships come over Earth and you go, yeah, we want to stay away. Don't go close to them. You don't want to catch the human
Or maybe
disease.
they're just really good at hiding.
They can be.
Have you ever seen the movie Harry and the Hendersons with
Yes.
John Lithgow?
Yes.
Dude, see if you could just play that little clip. There's this end scene where they say goodbye to Harry, the Bigfoot they accidentally hit with the
remember
car. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
the forest starts to move behind it, and you realize it's not the forest. The Bigfoot have been standing there the whole time. You just never noticed them.
Yep.
They just all of a sudden, and you're like, oh my God, he's got a whole community. His whole family's there.
Yep.
And you're like, holy crap. I remember the first time I saw that, the feeling I was like, oh my God, how
Yes.
did I not see that?
That's what I mean. It's stuff
Okay.
like that. It's like
So
even the
Bigfoot is like the world champ of hide and seek, is what you're saying.
100%. That's
Okay.
100% what I'm saying. And if you look at some of the footage, is that usually if somebody has a camera and there's been the hunting cameras, it's motion sensor, it's motion activated.
Yeah.
They have footage like that, so there's nobody around and they're activating these cameras.
Okay.
But there's the one footage a guy got where he's in the forest, he hears something, and he's filming in the woods, and you're looking at it, and all of a sudden, like one of the trees, it just like it splinters off a bit, and there's something there, and it moves back in. So the guy changes his angle, it comes back out, and you're going, okay, there's something. It's not a tree blown in the wind. And it's massive. It's massive. It's like something that's like, I can't remember if it's like 7 or 8 feet tall, and it's peering, and you're going, holy freak, man. Yeah, it's awesome footage.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I like to be open-minded. I have not seen any of the footage yet. My argument was based on the knowledge I had so far that nobody's captured a Bigfoot. I do feel that with the advancement in technology and the more and more people researching it, as time progresses, the more we don't find them, the less likely it is we will.
Yep.
Because, like I said, limited geographic space, increasing resources to make the hunt easier. At one point, you got diminishing returns here. Now, if people did capture footage, great. Sadly, a lot of that can be faked with AI nowadays.
That's how I started off. I do realize that there's part of that.
But
It's
I'd like to be
possible.
open-minded. I'm going to look at this footage, and who
Yep.
knows, we might have a sequel episode. We're like, oh my God, I'm a believer!
But even if you're just historically wise, if you start to look into it, is that almost every indigenous population across the world have their version of this, let's call it this Yeti, this Bigfoot, this whatever you want to call it, depending on where you are, there's a different name for it. And I actually believe that in Australia, they actually have their own version as well.
What's it called?
I can't remember. I don't remember the name of every
It's
single
just,
version.
it's just a really big bushman.
Possibly. Yeah. He's just very, very hairy. He's been around for a long time. Yeah.
All right, well.
So, yeah, I'm super psyched that we talked about it. So tell us what you think.
At first, subscribe.
But you got to do that,
and then like and share.
right? So if you want to put those comments down there.
And if you captured footage of Bigfoot, please share it with us.
Yes.
We will spread it to the world.
We will. We will totally share it.
All right.
That was awesome.
On that note, see you next Thursday.
We'll see you next time. Cheers, dude. Yay.